welcome to another Get Rail Adventure, where today, after jumping on a train from London Waterloo for just about under an hour, heading to Windsor and Eton Riverside, and then a quick bus for about 15 minutes from there, we are here at Legoland. Now, it is Saturday the 15th of February today, making it the first day of February half term. Today also marks the first day of the Brick Days event before the park officially opens for the 2025 season in March, in just a month's time. So there are some ride closures today, which we'll go over later. As you can see here from the ride availability page, the Sky Rider has very sadly now retired. We'll go and have a little look at how Sky Rider removal is going in later on today. Some other major attractions like Fire Academy and Minifigure Speedway and Pirate Falls are all opening next month, so won't be available over half term. But most importantly, today marks the reopening of Lego City Deep Sea Adventure, which has been closed for the entire 2024 season following major maintenance needed. So naturally, that's going to be the first place I am heading to this morning. So the ride originally opened in 2011 as Atlantis Submarine Voyage and was rethemed in 2020 to Lego City. So let's go and have a look what's changed. After that ride on the Deep Sea Adventure, I'm going to head round to Skyline because I feel like that's the one that gets busiest quickest. So let's make the most of being here early in the morning. Here he is, Maximus. Impressive facade that we've got here down at Flight of the Skyline. Queue is on 20 minutes, and as I said, it's just the ride that gets the biggest queues here, so, you know, keep an eye on that. A magical unicorn. This Mythica area does feel a bit sad with both Hydra's Challenge and Fire and Ice Freefall closed, but you know, no one go on this in February. It's cold. It's always brilliant getting back on Flight of the Skyline and seeing Maximus again. It's an amazing flying theatre attraction, and in my opinion, one of the best rides here. It's raining again, so we're going to come out of Mythica and head towards Dragon. Now, it's recently been announced that Merlin have been making cuts, and recently, as you can see from this showtime board here, they have cancelled the long-lasting Pirates of Skeleton Bay show. So we will no longer be able to see the show just here. So I've just walked past Kingdom of the Pharaohs just now, and there is a 5-minute queue for Laser Raiders, so I'm going to jump on here because everything else has got a huge queue.
Make sure you tread carefully. We are in the ancient temple of Ra, and we don't want to upset the Pharaoh. He's not best pleased. She's here to help us. Let's go.
Keep searching. Good job. Thank you.
So I've just come off Laser Raiders just there, an absolute classic. Heading over to Dragon to see what the queue's there is like. Yeah, Nomad Ferris wheel still missing half of its gondolas, so that's not going to be ready for quite some time. Now as we're heading into Pirate Shores, my favourite part of the park, it's obviously incredibly sad to see that Pirate Falls is closed today, although it's probably for the best because it is very cold and I would moan about being wet. Well, you can see here it's all empty, ready to be opening next month. Now I've been to check out most of the updates, I'm going to treat myself to a little go on the dragon. We can see here that Fire Academy is very much not ready for brick days. It's still covering the scaffolding, having its maintenance. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens to this in March. Looks like we've got a new covering here on the queue line. Now down to the Skyrider area where, as you can see, the station is now completely empty. Impressively, the track is almost completely disappeared. It used to shoot over that direction. You can see from this angle also the track used to come out there and head straight down in that direction towards Minifigure Speedway. It's all gone in the closed seasons. As stated on the website, Minifigure Speedway will be unavailable for the February half-term period. The entrance down into the park now is different without the Skyrider track overhead. They haven't wasted any time getting rid of the track whatsoever. I will miss the attraction for sure. We'll just have a few little clips of Miniland here, because it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? All of Canary Wharf and Miniland has been taken away, assuming this will be back in March just for maintenance or something. This is one of my favourite bits just here, Brighton Pier with all the little rides on it. Can't tell you the amount of times we've been there. Got some other classics like the Sydney Opera House and the Great Wall of China. I bet it's not raining there. Just come down to see Roxy and the closed Minifigure Speedway, which is a real shame, but I guess it needs its maintenance ahead of the open season. It is sad to come into this area and see the Skyrider just vanished. Merlin have been making a lot of announcements recently of rides closing without people giving the last opportunity to ride them. This was announced in December. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my visit at Legoland here today. So the Brick Days ride closures, such as Pirate Falls, Minifigure Speedway, are as to be expected and advertised on the site. It was brilliant to get on Deep Sea Adventure after the new maintenance, and it was lovely to see all of that. Sad to see Skyrider go and all of the track gone. They wasted no time whatsoever. And of course the pirate show leavers as well. Overall, I'd say the trip to Brick Days event is well worth a visit. It is certainly something you can do in one day now that there are closed attractions. That's it here from me. Until next time, get round.